Hello, my name is Jason Lowry.
And I'm Mark Tody.
And this is the Parkland Podcast.
It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. They got plenty to say. They got plenty of heart. On the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast. It's the Parkland Podcast. Yeah, the Parkland Podcast with Jason and Mark. Jason and Mark.
So here it is, episode number 86, Mark. Man, we're getting old.
I tell you what, when 14 weeks when we hit number 100, there's got to be a party.
Yeah, what are we going to do? We need to do something cool.
Bells and whistles, baby. Bells and whistles.
I need to get on the calendar and see exactly when that's happening.
Well, it's 14 weeks from today. That's 3.5 months. That might be right around Country Days.
Ooh.
March, April, May. Yeah, it'll be close to Country Days or Memorial Day.
Okay, so we'll have a special 100 celebration. We'll have 100 guests that day.
They'll be on for 1 second apiece.
1 second apiece.
Hello. All right, get out of here.
All right, yeah, that's enough. That's enough. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors again this week. They are Parkland Pharmacy, small town pharmacy at its finest in Deloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, Piedmont, and Greenville. Discover Farmington. Go to that website, discoverfarmingtonmo.com, to discover Mo. Heimberger Construction, the official construction company of the podcast, heimbergerconstruction.com. Subway, eat fresh. Bonterre, Deloge, Park Hills, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, St. Genevieve, and Bloomsdale, and First State Community Bank. If we listed all the First State Community Bank locations, we would
be here
have
a while.
a long time. But you can find them online, fscb.com. Coming up on the show today, we have Alex Bischoff. He's from England, but that's not why we're talking to him, right?
No. He has things going on at the Bismarck Airport, and he's going to tell us about them.
Very good.
That's how he sounds. He's awesome.
So if he flies in from England and lands in the Bismarck Airport?
I don't know.
Boy,
We'll have to ask him that.
That might take a while. Melanie Montgomery is going to be in. She's going to tell us about the Farmington Community Garden. That's getting ready to start back up again.
Yes.
And Jack and Elizabeth Poston.
And probably Glenda Strawn.
And Glenda Strawn as well. 3 guests to tell us about the Feed My Sheep sale, which is coming to Deloge right before Easter, right?
It'll be the weekend before Easter.
Weekend before Easter. So that's all coming up. Before we get rolling too much further, though, we want to send a special shout out to Chad Winch, battling some health problems right now. So, Chad, we're all pulling for you. And
salute.
So yeah, we hope you're able to get better real soon.
And also a shout out to my good friend Janet Lout. Janet, I hope you are doing well this morning. She's a big fan of the Parkland Podcast.
She's probably watching right now.
She is. She told me she would be.
Okay, great.
And she also said, she called me last night and says, I have a friend that wants to get on the podcast. Can you tell me how? So I just told him to go to the Parkland Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, or Spotify, all your regular social media channels. And she said, thank you very much. So, Janet, thanks for being a fan of the Parkland Podcast.
All right. So we'll have her friend, I guess, on.
Yes.
She'll probably bring Janet, I would assume, right?
Yes. Well, welcome to your friend as well, whoever that is.
All right. So that's coming up here on this episode. What did you do this week, Mark Tody?
Oh, gosh. Went to St. Joe State Park a couple of different times, saw my chair.
Yes, how is the chair?
The chair survived the winter storm quite well. Of course, when you look like the chair does, it's hard to do further damage. It's kind of like me, you know.
Yeah.
What more can you do to this thing here? I spent a couple of days hiking at the park, and that was a lot of fun. Had lunch yesterday with some old radio station buddies.
Yes,
that you
oh
were
my
one
gosh.
Of them. Told
that was
some
a blast.
really wild and crazy stories.
We have some new totally awesome radio stories, I think, from that visit.
Oh my gosh, yes, if we want to tell them, that's why. Then I went out to dinner with some friends last night, so it was quite good. We had a men's club barbecue on Thursday night at my church, which was quite fun, so it kept kind of busy.
Yeah. Last Saturday night, I got invited to the Deloge City Appreciation meal, I guess. I don't know if they had like an official title, but basically they invited all of the city employees for the city of Deloge, and then anybody that serves on any of the boards to come to Pizza Hut in Deloge, and they closed it down for us. It was VIP.
Nice.
And we had all-you-can-eat pizza and salad bar, breadsticks and pasta. They had a cake, and they had attendance prizes. And I won a griddle, like a 17-inch griddle.
That's with 3 kids. That's going to come in handy.
Yeah, I think I'm going to season it this weekend and maybe do breakfast tomorrow morning.
A little pancake, bacon,
Yeah.
eggs. Yes.
But I don't want the grease on my pancakes, so I'm going to have to maybe do it separate. Hey, we got a police car going by.
Grease on
Breaking
your
news.
pancakes is the way to go.
See, I don't know if I want grease on my pancakes, and I know James won't. So, did that, had a great week. The kids did their Valentine's boxes, Lucy and James. Lucy made a dinosaur, and I mean, she probably worked 10 hours on that thing. It looks so good. And James made a slot machine.
All right.
And he probably worked about, an hour on that. But
go, James.
Yeah, so, and then we started talking at school. Jonas is going to try to get his seminar, like his homeroom, to do Valentine's boxes next year, and I casually mentioned it to a couple kids in my homeroom seminar thingy, and they're like, oh my gosh, we'd love to do that next year. So we might have some high school Valentine's boxes made. Do you remember a Valentine's box that you made back in the day when you were a kid?
Not even close.
Not even close. I was either one of 3 things. I either had a football stadium, I'd just take the shoebox and slap some green paper on it and make a football field, or I would do a basketball backboard, just gray paper and then, put the little orange square on there, or a baseball field, which was a little harder. That required a little more planning, but try to make a stadium out of a shoebox. Those were my 3 go-tos.
You were much more inventive than me. The only Valentines I can remember are I love my mom.
Oh, well, hey, that's great, though.
And a little heart that looked more like a donut gone bad.
Yeah, it's uneven.
Yeah, not good.
And then last night got to go to Night to Shine.
Yeah.
Got to see Rocky Good's suit shine.
Yes, but did he have the gold one or the silver one?
He switched, had them both there, and had a ventriloquist for some entertainment and all kinds of fun stuff. It's a prom, basically, for special needs kids. The Tim Tebow Foundation is behind it. And then locally, Rocky Good and Chrissy Scott, the librarian at Farmington High School, have put this on for many, many years now. We had them on last year on the show right before the event. And it is so cool, so much fun. Great meal. Catfish Kettle did the catering. There was lots of Little Caesars there, as well as some Domino's pizza as well. And I'm sure I'm forgetting a lot of the other great businesses that contributed, but North County, Central, Farmington, Fredericktown, Arcadia Valley. I saw a Kingston shirt, and all these students were there. They got to go on limo rides around. So if you saw limos cruising around Farmington last night, oh, yeah, they boogied. My goodness. Red carpet. It was so much fun, and it always happens right before Valentine's Day. And a lot of churches get behind it. So if your church is looking for a good cause, hey, Night to Shine is definitely something that's right up your alley.
Shout out to the girls at the Big Door Coffee House. Thank you for the coffee. And thank you to everybody who responded to our thoughts on the Super Bowl halftime.
Ooh, I was a little nervous when I saw that post because it was a hot button issue this week.
It was a hot button issue.
My goodness, the students in school this week, because, in Mr. Lowry's class, we recap the Super Bowl. We watch the Super Bowl halftime shows this year, and we talk about camera angles and setup and tear down and, all those technical things that happen. But it always, there was always some political conversations that accompanied that as well. I liked Bad Bunny. I was not really very familiar with his music at all. I watched the other show too with Kid Rock. Not a big Kid Rock fan either, and I don't like the other country people that they had as part of that show. So for me personally, fun to watch. but it wasn't something that I was, super excited about.
There were some things on Bad Bunny that I did not like, and that's not my style of music. If I'm going to listen to music with a Latin flavor, I'm going to listen to Santana.
Yeah?
So
Were you hoping maybe he would have made an appearance?
No, he's 80 years old.
Oh, well, I mean, they had...
Actually, no, he's probably about 75 or
75. Well, yeah. Maybe I think they might, because there was a period in the past, immediately following the Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction incident, that they went with safe rock acts after that. Like it was Springsteen and Petty, The Who, the Rolling Stones. I think those were like the next four after that. So we might see where it goes that route now.
I wouldn't be surprised if they have a country music artist next year.
Yeah, that's true. They might do a country salute. I believe Shania Twain maybe was the last one.
That's a long time ago, too.
Yeah, so maybe they could do, I don't know, who would be... Here's a good question for the Facebook page. Who would be your dream Super Bowl halftime show? Give me 3 artists, and they can be same genre, completely different, whoever you want.
Yes, that's a good idea. Well, we'll post that when we're done with the show today.
Okay, all right, and we'll see what you guys think, because I know we have a lot of diverse musical tastes amongst our followers. Do you have any trivia for us this morning?
I'll give you a choice. Do you want baseball trivia or do you want entertainment trivia?
Because pitchers and catchers have reported. Let's do entertainment trivia today.
All right. Now, this basically is a list of famous actors who turned down roles
I like these.
in famous movies.
Yes.
All right. This actor turned down the role of Forrest Gump.
Turned down Forrest Gump?
Before it went to Tom Hanks.
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise would have been 7 years old. No, he would have been about 15 or 16, I guess.
Tom Cruise?
No, he would have been about 21, yeah, okay. No, it was John Travolta.
John Travolta turned down Forrest Gump.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. This actor turned down the role of Michael Corleone in the first Godfather movie. And this guy is a legend.
Jack Nicholson.
Jack Nicholson is right. Very good.
Okay.
All right, this one kind of surprised me. This guy turned down the role of James Bond in Live or Let Die, or Live and Let Die.
Live and Let Die. So that was like 70s. Turned down the role. Oh, golly. Robert Redford.
Closer than you think. Burt Reynolds.
Burt Reynolds?
Yes, Burt Reynolds turned down the role that went to Roger Moore.
Wow. Now, would he have had the British accent?
I don't know.
I would assume, right? Could you imagine Burt Reynolds with a British accent?
I don't know, to be honest with you. Who turned down the role of Han Solo in Star Wars?
Oh, I've heard this one. I've heard this one before. Golly. And I can't remember. It's a good one, I know. I have
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino,
Hoo-ah!
that's right. He was going to be Han Solo.
Hoo-ah!
Hoo-ah! Get over here, Wookiee.
All right. Last but not least,
Okay.
this actor turned down the role that went to Harrison Ford in Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck
Yes,
it is.
yes, I knew that because he thought Magnum P.I. was a better gig.
Yeah, and well, little did he know.
Yeah, no kidding. That would have been different. But I think he could have pulled that off really well.
He'd have been a good one.
Now, Burt Reynolds as a James Bond, I don't know.
I can see that.
Oh, all right. So, totally awesome radio story. We told some good ones. We had lunch yesterday.
Let's save that one for next week.
Okay.
I got to think that one through.
Okay.
And we've got a lot of guests today.
We do have a lot of guests today, and we'll get to them here coming up in just a minute. But first, we want to make sure that we thank Heimberger Construction. HeimbergerConstruction.com is the website to see all of their awesome work in the area. And community involvement, that is another staple of what they do when it comes to being a good partner, a good person in the community.
Yes, every time I see Jenny Heimberger, she's always saying, like, Tell me more about this group. Tell me more about this organization and what they do, because I know in her mind she's going, how can I help them? And I just think that is pretty awesome. So Heimberger Construction, quality work, Butler built buildings,
Yes.
and a heart for giving back to the community.
HeimbergerConstruction.com is the website to check out all that they do. Parkland Pharmacy, they have those 6 locations in our area. They take care of all your pharmaceutical needs and so much more. They're in Deloge, Farmington, Fredericktown, Ironton, Piedmont, and Greenville. And delivery services. Everybody on the staff goes out of their way to take care of you and make sure it's an awesome experience every time you go.
Yeah, I love going there just for the customer service. It's just so nice to go somewhere where people know who you are, and they call you out by name. You're not just a number. Carrie, good morning to you, young lady. I hope you are doing well. You and your little girl are having a good weekend. And, boy, we've got some rain finally.
We do, and we'll talk about that coming up in weather in just a bit. You are watching the Parkland Podcast. It's 8:15 on
We've
this
got guests
wonderful
here.
Valentine's Day. And we'll have news coming up next.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Time to check your latest news here on the Parkland Podcast.
St. Francis County residents are concerned about their trash. Recent temporary closures at the transfer station were discussed at this past week's county commissioners meeting. Carrie Buckley has said that the problems came from the company that transfers the trash away from the facility just outside Deloge. The station has been closed multiple days since the start of the year. A closure of the facility would result in a sizable increase for residents who receive city service or through independent waste services.
State Senator Mike Henderson is trying to raise penalties for damaging telecommunication lines. Senate Bill 903 would change penalties from a misdemeanor to a felony based on the amount of damage caused. Henderson told the Missouri Net that thieves are cutting the internet lines, trying to steal cable and other metals. He feels the current penalties aren't strict enough based on the effect the thefts could have on a community's cell phone and internet service.
Registered voters in St. Francis County can start voting in the April municipal election in less than 2 weeks. Absentee voting starts February 24th. If you haven't registered to vote or have moved, you have until March 11th to register. You can do it at the Election Central on Weber Road in Farmington through Election Day.
Also, voters from St. Francis County will have fewer places to vote this election year, as Weber Road, the First State Community Bank Center, the Mineral Area College Tech Building, and North County High School will be voting locations for any St. Francis County resident. Voting locations will remain open in Bismarck and Leadwood, taking the total number of precincts down from 22 to 6.
The St. Francis County Ambulance District is going to ask voters to increase their operating tax from 1/2 cent to a full cent. They're hoping that if the growth proposition passes, funds can be spent on satellite stations, more crews, and better equipment and technology.
Farmington City and Light wants to let folks know an important update regarding their electronic billing. Effective immediately, all City Light and Water e-bills will be sent from a new email address. That address is no reply at erpmail.tylerapp.com. The new email address will also be used for citizen service requests and online employment application communications going forward. The change is due to updates with the current bill software. Customers are encouraged to add this address to their safe sender list and to check their junk or spam folders if they're expecting a bill or correspondence that has not been received.
And congratulations to Tammy Coleman, the executive director of the Park Hills Leadington Chamber of Commerce. 30 years with the chamber and the city, which means she started with the chamber when she was 4 years old, right, Tammy? Coleman was honored this week by the city and chamber for her accomplishment.
Hey, you talked about it. Let's get a deeper dive into our weather right now. I hear it's raining.
Rain today is the forecast. We'll have a high near 50 degrees, southeast winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Expect more rain tonight and then maybe some early morning rain tomorrow with clearing skies and a high in the mid-50s. Looking ahead to Monday, which is a holiday for a lot of folks, you're going to enjoy your time off with sunshine and a high temperature in the low 60s, 68 by Tuesday, 73 on Wednesday for the high. It's 45 degrees right now in the area, and looking at radar using my best Mike Reeves imitation, we see a light band of showers pretty much covering the entire southern third of the Show Me State, shifting back out west. Look for it to continue for quite some time.
45 degrees with some rain and fog, as you can see behind us. That is your news and weather on the Parkland podcast. Quick check of events coming up next, and then we'll start talking to our guests. We have them lined up and ready to go.
And they are so excited.
They are. They are just bright-eyed. You listen to them. Fantastic. Their events coming up next. They are powered by Discover Farmington.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Yeah.
Time to check your events. They're powered by Discover Farmington, more than you ever imagined. DiscoverFarmingtonMo.com allows you to find out about entertainment, dining, outdoor activities, wineries, and more.
All right, lots of things going on concerning Valentine's Day, which is today, by the way. Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. There's special events going on at Casa Sol with canvases and corks, Twin Oaks Winery, Charleville Brewery and Winery, and the Terrace at French Village.
And I'm very excited about the Fat Tuesday, all-you-can-eat Cajun.
The Cajun chicken lasagna dinner.
Ooh, that's happening at the Magnolia Ballroom. That's in Leadington. All the money goes to the Invisible Rebel program, which takes care of lunch balances in the Central School
That's coming up this Tuesday.
This Tuesday.
Wow.
It is Fat Tuesday. This is a big Mardi Gras day.
It'd be Fat Toady Tuesday.
Hey, there we go. And then, Mark, we got our Lenten fish fries returning this coming Friday.
Actually, there's going to be one on Wednesday at St. Paul Lutheran Church.
Ooh.
Lutherans are getting a head start and doing one Wednesday. In conjunction with their first Lenten church service. But then Friday, there are more fish fries than you can shake a stick at.
Yeah, I got St. Joseph Catholic Church in Farmington. The Deloge VFW Post has one this year. Immaculate Conception Catholic Church in Park Hills has their fish fry returning. Leadwood Fire Department, they're going to do 3 this Lenten season. They'll be in action this coming Friday on the 20th, then March 6th and March 20th.
Ready for a little basketball? There's a Winter Classic Youth Basketball Tournament the 21st and 22nd at the Farmington Civic Center.
St. Joseph Catholic School Trivia Night, all fun and games, happening on February 21st at 6:30 at the St. Joe Gymnasium.
Now, there's also the Farmington Educational Foundation's annual Trivia Night. That's February 27th. There's going to be a silent auction, heads and tails, a dessert auction. The doors will open at 5:45 at the Black Knight Fieldhouse. Trivia starts at 6:30. You get bonus points for your team if you dress up in a St. Patrick's Day theme. If you have questions, let's contact Sally Shin. She knows everything about everything.
She wrote all the questions, too.
And
Is Dave Burke emceeing that one? He usually does.
I don't know.
I'll
I
have to
emceed
see.
the very first one.
Did you really?
Yes.
Oh, cool. Deloge Chamber of Commerce also has a trivia night that night. It's their Mardi Gras trivia, and that's going to happen at the Chamber office right there on Lincoln Street.
The 4th Annual North County Athletic Booster Club Mouse Race, February 27th at the Deloge Elks.
Annie, the musical, the sun will come out tomorrow. Is that what the weather said? The sun will come out tomorrow?
And
or
they
Monday,
would be
maybe.
right. Annie, the weather forecast.
Annie, the weather forecast. February 26th through March the 1st. That's happening at the Mineral Area College Theater.
Comedian Tyrus Mash, February 28th, 7 o'clock at the First State Community Bank Center.
Mac Cheer Clinic happening March 1st, 1 to 4. That's at the Mac Tech Center, and that's open to cheerleaders in 6th grade through 11th grade.
The 39th Annual Michael Bryan and Carol Moore Memorial Jazz Festival is the 13th and 14th at the Mac Theater.
Last Minor Riding, a big mountain biking event, happens March 14th. That'll be at St. Joe Park.
The Mouse Races, another one, March 14th at St. Joe Catholic School Gym.
Molly Healy, looping violinist. I meant to look this up to see what a looping violinist does, but she's also a singer-songwriter. She'll be performing March 28th, 7 o'clock at the Mac Theater.
And a ventriloquist, Todd Oliver and Friends, March 28th, 7 o'clock at the First State Community Center.
And those tickets are just $20 and available now through the Civic Center box office.
Oh, by the way, we did cause a little family strife.
Uh-oh.
Bella,
no.
I saw Bella Herman this morning.
Yeah?
And I told her we met her mom, or I met her mom. You know
Yeah.
her mom already. Yesterday at Sugar Fire Barbecue when we were eating. But anyway, I was telling her, Bella, about that this morning at the Civic Center, and she goes, yeah, I talked to my brother about the podcast, and I said, you're only famous because you're related to me.
Poor Porter.
So there you go. Bella already a regular on the podcast.
Yeah, we love the Herman kids. We should have them both come on here and just let them argue with each other. That'd be a lot of fun.
Well, I already told Bella she's going to have to do a medical report for
Oh, yes, that's right. Our official medical
the Bella
correspondent.
Herman health tip of the week.
Yes. Subway, Eat Fresh.
Yes.
All kinds of great places to eat in the Parkland, and yeah, some big news, right?
Oh, yeah, it was really cool. Thursday, the Chamber of Commerce did a neat thing. We had a little meet and greet at Subway of Farmington, and they let us get back behind the counter.
You made your own sandwich?
I made my own protein pocket, which was really cool. And the girls took me through it and helped me make it. It was quite awesome. Lots of pictures on the Chamber Facebook page of the experience. It was very cool. So
that's
Brianna
awesome.
and Jessica, thank you very much. Jake wasn't there, but his wife was, and she took us right through it.
Yeah, Kristen's awesome.
Yes, she is.
I hung out with her yesterday at James's Valentine's party where we had Subway.
Well, of course.
Eat Fresh.
Of course.
the official sandwich of St. Joe 7th grade with Maddie going there as well. But Subway's awesome. That's the Bonne Terre location, which they've put a lot of work into lately. Check them out.
Still working on it.
Still working on it. Deloge inside the Walmart Supercenter, Park Hills downtown, Farmington, Maple Valley Center, Fredericktown, Ironton, Bloomsdale, St. Genevieve. They got you covered. Subway, Eat Fresh. And First State Community Bank, FSCB.com. I made a mistake this week. I deposited a couple of checks accidentally at the ATM into my personal account that were meant for the Parkland podcast. But no worries. Got a phone call the next day from First State Community Bank letting me know that they would be more than happy to take care of me, put those checks where they needed to go. And that's what you get when you bank with a community bank like FSCB.
On a related note, lead story in the news next week, Jason Lowry arrested for embezzling money from the Parkland podcast and putting it into his own personal account. He could not be reached because he was in the Bahamas at the time.
FSCB.com,
Love that
locations
place.
all over Southeast Missouri. And, of course, business checking, whatever you need, FSCB's got you taken care of. First State Community Bank. Let's roll real quickly into sports. College baseball yesterday. Mineral Area College splits a pair with Copia Lincoln. They lose the first game 2-1, but come back and win the second one 16-3.
Not to be outdone, the Mac Lady Cardinal softball team split 2, losing to Northeast Mississippi, but then bouncing back to beat Frontier by a score of 5-1.
Hey, it's MAAA Conference Basketball Tournament week, and the boys' finals were decided last night. Farmington will win over Arcadia Valley 63-47, and Potosi defeats St. Genevieve 77-71.
That's the semifinals.
That was the semifinals.
And I was talking to Chuck Henson yesterday, longtime coach and instructor at Farmington. He was worried about that Arcadia Valley game. Also, my buddy Jeff Tripp, he was kind of worried about that one as well. He said Arcadia Valley's pretty tough.
Yeah.
But anyway, on the girls' side in the fifth place bracket, it was Bismarck over West County, 63-44. Potosi beat Fredericktown, 46-27.
Championship game set for tonight at the Bob Sechrist Fieldhouse. On the girls' side, North County and Farmington. That's always fun.
Always a big rivalry game. And then the boys' championship game. Potosi's really good this year, but so is Farmington, so that should make for a good championship game.
So Potosi Farmington on the boys' side. Meanwhile, Mineral Area College, the women off this weekend. They're 14-11 on the year. They will go to Three Rivers next Saturday.
And then the MAC men, 16-9. They play at Indian Hills. Never a fun trip. MAC 16-9 on the season.
Baseball, the Mac Cardinals in action today. They'll play a doubleheader against Copia Lincoln Community College in Mississippi. The Cards off to a 3-2 start.
And then softball, it's a doubleheader at Jackson State Community College Sunday in Tennessee. And for all you high school fans, I believe the first official day of winter practice is March 2nd. Or
spring practice,
sports,
so track and everybody. Okay, so get those trackers and those baseballers going. Yeah, it usually happens about the time districts start, and I know that Farmington's hosting the girls' district basketball tournament that first week in March. So I bet you that checks out. Definitely so. All right, quick break. We come back. We'll reset the camera, and we'll start with our cavalcade of guests. We got a lot to cover this morning. You are watching the Parkland Podcast. It's 8:31 and 45 degrees.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Back on the Parkland Podcast, it's 8:33, 46 degrees our current temperatures. We'll welcome you back to Ransom's here in Deloge. And we have a big event coming up, Mark Tody, that a lot of people get real excited about, and a great way to get some high-quality baked goods.
Feed My Sheep is right around the corner, and two of the ladies that really helped put this together are with us right now. Good morning, Elizabeth Poston, and good morning, Glenda Strawn. How are you ladies?
I'm fine. I'm perfect.
We always like to start our interviews about Feed My Sheep with its origins. Tell us how this got started.
Well, what happened was we were reading, my husband Jack and I were reading the paper in the kitchen about the success of Help the Hungry. And he kept saying, you can do this. We could do this together for the other food pantries besides the Farmington food pantries. Well, gosh, I think we probably had this conversation maybe 3 years.
Wow.
Before he finally convinced me that, yes, we can do it. I know how this is. It's, yes, Jack has the idea and Liz does all the work.
But he does run our meetings.
Okay. And to be honest, Jack would be here today, but this is kind of early for Jack now.
This is very early for Jack.
He'll do it for Feed My Sheep, but not for the Parkland podcast.
Well, especially since I'm not driving because I injured my foot, and when Glenda said, I can pick you up, he jumped at the chance. Yes.
And if there's cooking involved, I know Glenda will be involved.
I do seem to do that.
Yes.
You do.
I do.
So what's going to be happening at Feed My Sheep?
Well, this year at Feed My Sheep, we're going to be having a bake sale and silent auction. That starts going to be on March the 28th. It's a Saturday. And we are asking for people to bake cakes, pies, any kind of baked goods, and bring them for us to sell. We do have a drive-through available on Friday evening from 4 to 7, and then again on Saturday morning from 7 to 9. The bake sale starts at 9 o'clock, but then we have also a scrambled egg, biscuits and gravy breakfast that Glenda's in charge of,
man.
and we start serving at 8 o'clock for that. We cap the day off besides the silent auction, and we also have a pasture bake cake auction, and that's the end of the day. So we have a lot of fun.
And this
And
all happening at the Deloge
at the
First
Deloge
Baptist
First
Church?
Baptist Church Family Ministry Center. It's a fancy name for the gym, and it reminds me of the Central Christmas Tournament because you just run into all kinds of people that you know, and so we have a lot of fun doing that.
You probably don't get a chance to see a lot of stuff because you're always back in the kitchen.
You're right, but I get there on Friday night so I can scope out all the goodies coming in, so that way I can see what maybe I need to get if for sure somebody else does.
Yeah,
So,
Glenda's also my go-to. Like I'll go bid on this, bid on this, bid on this, and bid on this. I say, Glenda, pay for it for me and I'll get it to you.
Yeah.
And she always says yes.
and sometimes I'm like, oh no, so now I'll make sure I put cash in my wallet that I can cover Mark Tody.
So again,
But the drive-through, just to clarify a little bit, if you bake 10 cakes or 10 pies and you want to bring them to the church, you can just drive through. You don't even have to get out of your car. That you can drop off all your baked goods by driving through. Our youth groups.
We have some students from the different honor societies at the different schools that come and help us. They get public service hours for doing that, and I think they kind of like it too. They meet other students from other schools.
What was the first year for this?
2018.
Yeah, you got it going, you got it started, everything was going great, and then
COVID hit.
COVID
yes.
hit, didn't it? It kind of knocked you back.
Actually, and we didn't have the bake sale or the silent auction in 2020 or 2021. Just about the time we'd think, oh, it's going to be okay, then it was like, oh, no, we can't. Oh, no, we can't. But over the years, we've been able to donate to the 5 food pantries in northern and central St. Francis County. We've donated over $255,000.
wow.
So we're real proud of ourselves. being able to do that. And we really want more pastors to get involved in the cake auction because that is a big fundraiser for us too. So pastors, please be busy baking your cakes, and your church is raising money to buy your cake. Then they get to eat cake on Sunday morning while you're preaching.
I know.
That's the deal.
And you also get all your goodies for Easter Sunday, too, because that's the next
Oh,
week.
yeah.
That's right, because we do it on this Saturday before Easter, so everybody can get a lot of goodies. But we are busy fundraising, so we'll be doing Super Cause. It's going to be Sunday, March 1st, and we'll be having chili and vegetable soup and hot dogs and peanut butter sandwiches, drink and dessert, all for $10 a person. It is on Sunday, March 1st, so when you get out of church or if you want to beat the church rush, we'll start serving at 11 a.m. and we're going to go to 2 p.m. or until we're sold out. So hopefully we're sold out real quick, but we've got a lot of soup and chili we're going to make and hot dogs and peanut butter sandwiches, so everybody needs to come and see us so we can raise some more funds for Feed My Sheep. So this is coming up really quick. I'm leaving for Maui on Friday, the 20th, and I come back home on Saturday, the 28th, and then I'm going to do Super Cause on March 1st.
So you'll get to unwind a little bit in Maui. I hope it's not too cold for you there.
I hope not. But now the weather's going to be kind of nice here, so it's like I like it better when I go to Maui when there's a foot of snow here.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I can say I love Missouri.
Boy, did I make the right move. You also have these.
We're also starting to sell the Stony Sticks. We have teriyaki, the cheddar. No, not cheddar. It's Monterey Jack jalapeno sticks and the original sticks. And I'm going to be picking up sweet and spicy sticks also this week.
Ooh.
So they're $1 a stick. Different members will have boxes to sell. And so far, I've gone through 7 boxes, and I've had them for 4 days.
Wow.
So people really, they
You
buy
yourself have gone through 7 boxes?
No, I don't eat them. I just sell them. So, and also right now, if you go to my Facebook page, Glenda Strawn, Facebook page, I have a coconut cream pie up for bid. It's up to $50 right now for delivery today. So anybody would like to bid on coconut cream pie, you can go to Glenda Strawn's Facebook page because I would really like to sell it for $100.
Man.
I don't blame you.
And
Worth every penny.
It's made from scratch, so.
Oh, boy.
Anyway, it's Mark Tody's had that coconut cream pie.
I have. The Glenda's food starts at amazing, and it works its way up.
Oh, geez.
It just starts at amazing.
Thanks,
so
Mark.
I'm all for all of these things, and you know you're here, Elizabeth, with Glenda, but there is. By the way, that all takes place at the Magnolia Ballroom in Leadington. You two are here, and you represent wherever you're doing the interviews, but there's a whole committee that helps put this together.
Exactly. When we started, of course, my husband was a school teacher, and he knew a lot of school teachers. And so we kind of started off with some teachers that we knew and that went to different churches and invited them to come and help us. And we have probably about 20 members that are real regular at coming to the meetings and helping put this on. We have different people that are in charge of like the cake table or the pie table or whatever during our event. But there, you know, we've got somebody that's in charge of the drive-through and somebody that's in charge of cleanup and somebody, you know, just everything. So we got
set up too.
and setup's a big deal. Yeah. We've got a group, the West County Community Hope Center has a group of men that will come over and help us move the tables. My brother's usually helping that, and he's glad to get
Glad to push that off on someone.
Yeah. So anyway, he's happy to get that, and unfortunately they can't help us on Saturday putting them back, but we have men from other churches that help do that too. So
Let's not kid ourselves. It is a lot of work, but you all have fun too, don't you?
we do have a good time doing it. But
There's a lot of laughing involved.
Yes, absolutely.
And how good of a partner the church is with the facility and opening everything up, allowing that big space to pull this off?
Well, that's the church that Jack and I go to and belong to, and we kind of have an inside connection there because of that. But they've been more than gracious to allow us to use the facility, and we have a lot of people that come and just help us to be cashiers that day, and that aren't really on the committee but will come and help, and so they're just a good bunch of people.
As the saying goes, it takes a village.
Yes.
And, our food pantries are in such desperate need right now that, we try to do all we can to help give them the extra cash flow that they need to supply the people that are in need.
And one way the way we divide the money, we check with East Missouri Action, because people are supposed to have a voucher to go to the food pantries. And so they give us the numbers about how many went to each food pantry, and then we divide our proceeds proportionally based on the number of clients that they serve. There's some food pantries that are open like 2 days a week, every week. Some are just open once a month, and so they don't get as much as the bigger ones that are available more often. So.
One of those retired math teachers probably put that formula together to figure that out.
Well, actually, could be. It's actually me.
How complex was that? Was that pretty easy to figure out?
You just get the numbers and you just figure a percentage. That's not hard. So.
And let's remind folks that, this is taking place in Deloge, but this is not a Deloge event. This is open to anybody that wants to come by.
Right. We have actually. We say St. Francis County, but we have some churches in Irondale that actually help us because they visit the food pantry, like at Immaculate Conception, or some people in Irondale go to the one in Bismarck. Mm-hmm. So we have a wide variety of churches.
All right. Again, before we let you go, explain all the different things that are coming up.
Well, we have Super Cause. You can come and have chili or soup, hot dog, peanut butter sandwich, drink, and dessert. $10 a person. It's at the Magnolia Ballroom in Leadington. So we want everybody to come and join us. It's from 11 o'clock to 2 o'clock. So it's a great deal, all you can eat for $10 a person. So come and join us for that. We're selling the Stony Sticks that you get down in Perryville, and they're $1 a piece, or $24 for the whole box.
And then finally, Feed My Sheep. The actual bake sale and event will be on Saturday, March the 28th. Breakfast starting at 8 o'clock, and the silent auction and bake sale actually start at 9, and then we wrap up by noon.
And again, where at?
At the Deloge First Baptist Church Family Ministry Center, 411 North Harding Street.
Okay, very good.
We should probably do the show that day from there.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think we
would that
should.
be okay with these ladies?
That would be fine with us.
We would love that.
We could put you up on the balcony, and you could kind of be.
Ooh, and then we'd have like
overlooking
the
whole
back.
thing.
Oh, that would be nice. That's a good
the
shot.
balcony
Man,
kings.
Elizabeth Poston's the cinematographer over there. I love it.
Yes. Put
Yes.
her on payroll.
And you can get biscuits and gravy and scrambled eggs.
That was really the whole reason
That's what
why.
I thought.
Put these girls on payroll.
Absolutely. Great. So we'll be there that day. That'll be a lot of fun, and we'll be able to pull some interesting guests from the crowd, too, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Jack Poston will be awake.
Yes, he will.
Well, he'll be there.
He'll be there. He might have a little coffee.
He'll be fine. He'll have a microphone downstairs. That's
Okay.
Oh.
I don't understand this, because you give him a microphone in front of a group of people. He's wonderful, but he doesn't like the radio for some reason.
Yeah.
Or podcasts like this. He doesn't want you to film him or record him. But
Well, tell him he's like us. He has a face for radio and a face for podcasting.
I will pass that information.
Oh, man.
Ladies, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Feed My Sheep, a wonderful event.
Absolutely. And coming up in March, I want to again thank Glinda and Elizabeth for being part of the show this morning. 8:48. It's 47 degrees. More on the Parkland podcast after this.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Back on the Parkland podcast on this Saturday morning, 8:51, 47 degrees. The Farmington Community Garden is returning, and Melanie Montgomery is here to tell us about the garden. And we got the snow's gone. Mark read the weather a while ago. It's going to be nice and warm. Time to start getting in the garden, right?
Yeah.
Hold that up there. There you go.
Yeah.
And you are the person that has kind of helped organize the community garden for what, the past 4 or 5 years?
I think it's like 10.
Like 10?
I like it. Time flies.
But what gave you the idea for that?
Well, it wasn't my idea. I had a friend who lived right across the street from the garden, and I think that she just always looked at that empty lot and thought that it would be a good place for a garden. And so she asked me to help her with fundraising, basically. And so we kind of organized a hog roast. I don't know if you remember that or not. It's been a long time ago, but there was like a hog roast there, and her dad was a chef, and he buried the pig and smoked it, and then we sold plates, and we had like a concert there. Like Froggy lent us their trailer, and it was a really good time. But we raised enough money to buy the irrigation, which was the most expensive part, and it's in-ground irrigation, so all the lines are buried in the ground. So all the beds are automatically watered, and we installed that ourselves. So that's kind of the beginning of it, basically.
Now, I would say this is a very special day for the Parkland podcast and for me personally, because if she has been organizing this for 10 years, I have tried to get her on the radio, tried to get her on the podcast, and she just does. It's not her bag, but we finally broke her down enough to get her to come in here and be on the podcast.
Yes.
So I'm so excited about this.
Well, thank you. Thanks.
So this was an empty lot,
Yeah.
I guess, catty corner from Wilson Rozier Park on Perrine, is that?
Yeah, we're at the corner of Perrine and Boyce Street.
Okay.
Right next to the Parks and Rec building.
And kind of in the shadow of, I think, a water tower too, right?
Yeah.
So that just kind of like drips down into the garden? Is that how it hooks right into it?
No. I mean, our water probably does come from that, but yeah.
So what was the response like when you said, let's go ahead and do this? Were you thinking maybe 1 or 2 people, or has there just been a bunch of people say, I want to be a part of this?
Really, from the beginning, there's been a core group of about 10 people who live in the area. You know, so it's a lot of the neighbors that live there that, you know, just walk up the street and take care of their garden bed. But there's actually about 20 people, like overall, that rent the plots through the year, and some kind of drop off at the end of the year because gardening's not their thing, and then you get a couple of new ones coming in, and then some of them kind of learn some things and then take it to their own home and make their own garden at home too. So there's 42 plots there to rent. So it looks like it's full all the time because if we have any extras left over that nobody has rented, we go ahead and plant in those anyway, because then at the end of the year, or not at the end of the year, but we want to grow stuff in it so it doesn't look like a bunch of weeds, even though it probably looks like a bunch of weeds sometimes.
What do you grow?
I have flowers there, honestly. I have a garden at home, so I don't really need to grow anything there myself, but I have flowers at the community garden.
What are some other things that people grow there?
Everything, like beans, broccoli, lettuce. Lettuce is a good one. There's actually a lady who's growing lettuce right now. She has like a little greenhouse top over the top of her bed, and she's got stuff growing in it right now.
That's crazy.
I know. Last week, my dad and I went over there and pruned and sprayed the fruit trees. So we have apple trees, pear tree, peach trees that kind of need a little bit of maintenance during the winter, you know.
So you're growing peaches at the garden? I had no idea.
Yeah.
I knew there were like
They're
tomatoes
delicious.
and cucumbers. Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
We have a raspberry hedge also on one side, on the Boyce side. Like the whole side of that garden is like raspberries. So when you walk by, you just pick some raspberries.
So like when you grow all this food, I know a lot of it is for your own personal consumption, but
Yeah.
I'm sure you do some for charitable things
Yeah.
too, don't you?
So we have a couple of members who meet and pick and donate to the food pantry in town. And then sometimes, if there's a lot of extra, like I'll take some to the VFW, or to like the senior centers and stuff. I know Casey and Alyssa from the 4-H extension.
Yeah.
Like they had a program with the kids where they would take stuff to the senior center too. So
Oh, great.
yeah.
Now this is also the location where you have your big Plain Art Festival, right?
Yeah. In June, we have a plein air event where artists from really all over can come and like paint the garden when it's most beautiful and blooming with a lot of flowers and fruits and stuff. And then we have a art contest where First State Bank gives us money, and then we have first, second, and third in adult and first, second, and third for children, and hand out like monetary prizes. And then we have an art show at the library through July and August. And
Do the folks sell the art that they put together, or is it just for display?
it's just for display.
But I'm sure they would talk to you if you said, I'd like to buy that, right?
I think that has happened.
Yeah.
I do.
How does somebody get their own box at the community garden?
You can go to the park's website and download an application, and it's $18 for the year, which is kind of a deal.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Especially if you
Absolutely.
learn how to grow through, like, cold seasons, like this lady who's growing her own lettuce right now. So it's $18 for the year. I don't know. It's just
So is there enough room for everybody to have their own tomato plants and their own cucumbers and things?
oh yeah, yeah.
That's crazy, because it doesn't look like that big a plot, really.
A lot of new people will come in and they'll put like the seedlings are so little whenever you get them right,
Right.
and they'll just like load it up and think that they're going to grow all these different things. And you're right, like you can't just put everything in the 4x8 plot. So oftentimes, if they say they want to put tomatoes in, I kind of discourage that sometimes because everybody puts tomatoes in and we all kind of share amongst ourselves. So, it's like, well, maybe you just put like 1 or 2 in there, and why don't you put, more squash in there? Or, so there is a little bit of direction that you have to kind of give to the people who are new to gardening,
Have you always been knowledgeable about gardening and what goes good with what, or has this been a learning experience for you?
Learning experience, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at the same time that I joined with the community garden, I joined 25 Gardeners, which is a garden club in Farmington.
Yeah.
And there's, I think, 3, maybe 4 different garden clubs in Farmington that you can join, and those are good resources to like learn about gardening. And then also the extension office is a great place to learn too, and they have a Master Gardener Symposium that they put together at MAC every year, and I think you have to pay like $12 or $15 to go, and then they have different courses through the day that you can go to, and that's a great resource too that you can kind of pick from to learn. So I've been doing that too. Perry County has a really good Master Gardener. And then I think that Cape Girardeau has one too at their nature center, and that's really nice too because they have people from St. Louis come down and speak at that also. So if you are interested in gardening, there's a lot of outlets that you can go to like learn about it.
Are there things you'd like to do at the garden that you can't do right now for whatever reason? Do you have plans on expanding or adding on, or is what you have what you have?
Space-wise, we're landlocked, so we can't really expand there. But I don't really feel like there's much need to expand right now because we do have plots left over every year that nobody rents, and I think that people think that it's full because there's stuff planted in all of them. But, honestly, by the time June rolls around, if we don't have a full list, we go ahead and divvy them up between everybody and we all just plant in them. Because any later than that is like kind of too late to put some things in the ground because it's too warm or too hot to put stuff in or start seeds. And you're not getting a full growing season then. If you pay $18 and you're only getting like 6 months worth of growing. So it doesn't really seem fair.
Allison Sheets says that her mom, Diana, loves playing in the dirt at the garden and really appreciates all you do.
Thank you. Yeah, Diane is a key member. She actually is the person who came up with the plein air idea, actually.
Oh, cool.
She's a wonderful artist, and she teaches art classes, and so she already has the 2 months reserved at the library for the art show, so she's already on it this year for that. She's ahead of me.
Well, not only do you get to have the art fair, not only are you growing vegetables, it's a sense of community. You've got a lot of people who are now friends that probably didn't even know each other several years ago.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We work with the Audubon Society, Ann Blanchfield, who cares for the butterfly garden at Engler Park. She's a good friend. And actually, all these ladies that I'm talking about, like, I eat breakfast with on Wednesday mornings.
At the VFW, that's where I see them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So 2 retired members from 25 Gardeners I meet with, or 3 actually, 3 members from 25 Gardeners, and then Anne, who takes care of the butterfly garden, and then Diane, who is a member of the community garden. Like, we all meet on Wednesdays and talk about plants and other things going on in our lives. So we're friends, but we work together to organize those events. Sometimes the butterfly garden will have their own plein air also, and so we kind of co-organize our events together with Anne.
Is there anything else about the garden that you want folks to know about since you have your own window of opportunity here?
If you're interested in gardening, please look us up and come help us. And if you don't want to have a garden bed, you can volunteer, definitely. If you're an organization that needs an outlet to volunteer and help your community, we would definitely love to have you. And if you are volunteering, you don't have to pay for membership. It's only if you want a plot to grow stuff. And if you can't afford a plot and you need help with that, like, we can work with you on that too. So everybody's plots that they rent for the year, everything that comes out of that is theirs. So it's not necessarily that you can just come in and pick anything you want. You do need to be a member. We have had some incidents, like, it's not without its drama, so the broccoli incident, I think I've talked about before in different places. So
The great broccoli incident of 2024.
it's kind of what set the precedence for, like, people can't just come in and pick everything. But honestly, like a cucumber vine and a tomato plant, like those, there's so much of that. Everybody can. But, like, something that really needs nurturing and tending, like broccoli, that's a jewel. Like that doesn't reproduce. You just cut it off and then it's gone. So it's
Right.
not like you have, anyway, so.
So if folks want more information, they can always stop by and see you at Earth Mother Health Foods because you are always there.
Yes, yeah. So if you do print off an application, or you can even just pick an application up there at Earth Mother too. I'm there all the time. And even if if I happen to not be there, like you can pick one up from one of the people that work there too. One of my other crew. So.
No, this wasn't so bad, was it?
No, it wasn't. I brought you guys T-shirts though.
Oh, wow. Hey, great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Look, we get free T-shirt. Wow.
I wasn't sure about sizes. So.
Well, I'm like real narrow in the waist and broad in the shoulders.
I'm big.
Yeah.
I only have extra large.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And we get to pick our colors. Wow. Very good. Yeah.
That's awesome looking.
That looks great.
I like that one.
You like the gray one?
Yeah, that's fine. Thank you.
Let me try your blue one. That looks good. Yeah, or teal, I guess. Awesome. Thank you. Very, very good. Hey, we're going to sell one right here on the spot, too. Fantastic. All right. Great.
Yes, thank you so much.
Farmington Community Garden, putting the farm back in Farmington.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yeah, and so again, this is located at Perrine and what was Boyce? Is that right? So Perrine and Boyce.
I walk by it every morning just about.
Caddy corner from Wilson Rozier Park, and again, you can stop by Earth Mother Health Foods in Farmington if you want to pick up an application to have your own box there, or if you just have a group of volunteers that want to get out and support this great cause. Melanie, thanks so much for coming in. Happy Valentine's Day to you.
Valentine's Day.
All right, that's Melanie Montgomery. She's with the Farmington Community Garden, and she is our guest right now on the Parkland Podcast.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Welcome back to the Parkland Podcast, 9:08 on this Valentine's morning. We have a current temperature outside of 47 degrees. Joining us here at Ransom's this morning, we have Alex Bischoff and
Alex is not from around here, as you're about to find out.
And Alex is here to tell us about a big event happening at the Bismarck Airport next weekend. First off, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate you coming.
That is my pleasure. And as ek Afrikaans praat, sal jy my nie verstaan nie. That means if I speak in Afrikaans, you won't understand me because you are correct. I grew up in South Africa.
That's but you were born in England and moved to South Africa?
No, born in South Africa and then moved to England.
Okay. And I gotta give some credit. Randy Scott from Froggy. I went over there to do a United Way interview, and he was getting ready to interview Alex, and he goes, "You got to meet this guy." And I met Alex, and we started talking, and I said, "We got to get this guy on the Parkland podcast." And lo and behold, he goes, "Well, I've got to go to Jefferson City first." Am I doing a good, Alex Bishop?
Not bad.
And he was going to testify in front of a committee in Jefferson City, and he says, I said, "We record on Saturday?" And he goes, "I'll be there."
Wow.
I must tell you, just to put a lighter note on some of these things, I drive a 2003 Element, and it's my favorite car. It's got over 200,000 miles, and we are friends.
I bet.
So I had to be back at Festus, where I was speaking to the Festus City Council on data centers and the issues you need to look at if you're evaluating a data center project. I wasn't pro or con. I was just there to talk about some of the technical issues because I've been in IT since I was 12.
Wow. And so before we get into the Bismarck, I want to briefly touch on that. This data center that they are proposing is going to be very large. I've been working on this project for a few years now. Greg Camp, the city administrator of Festus, departing now for Colorado. But anyways, good old radio friend of Mark and I's. And we've been kind of watching this because obviously this affects our area. What information did you give the folks at Festus about the possibilities and what they would need to do to create this data center?
So I was talking to somebody about water, because water was one of the big objections and issues. And I asked them, how much water does your car use? And after thinking about it for a while, he said, none. I said, that's correct. That's known as a closed-loop cooling system. I said, so if they design the data center correctly with a closed-loop cooling system, with a radiator to cool the water, which uses electricity to power the fans, then the total water consumption for the data center will be zero.
Wow.
And so the issue that I had with them wasn't that it was or wasn't going to use water. It was nobody was looking at the technical design of the data center. And so I was there to testify to the council on the opportunities to evaluate different technical designs and then to apply those to their circumstances. Because if you're building a data center right next to the Mississippi River, then you wouldn't want to invest the money to cool the water. You'd just take it in from the river, run it through your data center, and back out to the river. And I happen to know that somebody who did that is why the sturgeon are back breeding in the Mississippi River, because they quite like the warm, clean water that gets put back into the river, and that was from the Doe Run plant. And I know David Bailey, who was the engineer who did that. And so the issues are very technical. And until you have the technical information, it's very hard for the city council or the planners to plan. And what they all boil down to is economics. The data center developer wants to build it cheaply. Their preferred way to handle cooling would be to pump the water out the ground and just burn it away. Well, that's not okay. And so there's where I was saying to the Festus City Council and going on up to the state, where I'm speaking to the Senate about AI and data centers, to say what we need is a framework that the state can provide to all the projects as to here are the best practices, is how you go about engaging with a developer and an investor, because there's some very large amounts of money available to be invested in Missouri and Jefferson County and the different counties, so that we don't throw the investment opportunity away, while at the same time we don't burn up our environmental resources and create community disasters.
So you've got all that going on in Festus. How in the world did you end up in Bismarck?
That's a long story. But the funny part is, so I race off after I met you on Monday,
right,
to get to the Senate. And the chief of staff for Senator Joe Nicola very kindly arranged for me to have reserved parking.
Ooh.
Because I literally had enough time to get there, testify, and genuinely ran down the corridors over the car park into my car to make it to Festus in time to testify at 10 to 6.
Wow.
And so this really nice parking attendant looked at this really battered up car arriving in the senator's reserved parking, and I'm sure he was thinking to himself, who is this man who speaks with a foreign accent showing up here? But it was real fun, and I did make it to Festus, and I understand that Senator Joe's bill is going to be going through committee next week, and that's around the legislation of how AI is used. And the theme there is AI is not a person. You can't marry it.
Right.
Yeah.
It can't be in charge of a corporation. It does not have legal entity. And so who is responsible if it causes harm?
That's a great question.
And the answer there is it needs to be the puppet master, not the puppet.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody directs it to do something. And so what I was talking to the Senate about is the technologies that are involved. I run a software company that builds data center AI platforms called AdTumbler. And I was talking to them about the types of things that you can do with the latest models from GPT or from Claude. They've just released Opus 4.6, I think February the 5th. And these models are capable of taking a piece of data, a Facebook post, and running with it. Now, if it's a nice Facebook post, they'll run some nice electioneering. If it's a nasty Facebook post, then it's not going to be so nice. And what I was saying to the Senate is, as we come up to the primaries and the fairly heated election this August and then in November, we have to make sure that Missouri isn't going to have its elections interfered with by malicious people,
right,
at worst, but potentially just young kids with a little Python programming experience,
right,
who can generate an image of a senator in a compromising position because somebody posted on there, "You're a rhino."
So I have thought this for a long time, and you can tell me, since you know much more about it than I do, but I have often thought that the abilities of technology and the capabilities of modern technology have far exceeded the regulations regarding those abilities.
That's exactly correct. And they've also accelerated far beyond our school system ability to educate people how to use and interpret these technologies.
Yes.
We generically think if we see something in writing that it's true.
Right.
I think it's deep within our DNA.
Yeah.
And so you look at a Facebook post, and at some level, well, certainly my generation, I'm in my late 60s, I instinctively think it has substance because it's written. Now, the younger generation is a lot more quick to realize, no, it's just a meme or a lol, and they've got emoticons and a whole new language that I'm still trying to get to grips with.
Right.
I've been talking to my daughter, and I said to her, "Lol is not a conversation with your dad, dear." And I'm probably in trouble for this. If she hears this, please forgive me. But back to your question, how did I get to Bismarck?
Yes.
Well, I sold a software company to a public company called Verity in 1996, and that brought me to America. And then I went through the legal immigration process. It took 5 years and then another 5 years where I became a naturalized citizen of America, and I'm a proud citizen. It was always my hope to become a citizen of the US, and that happened. But I was also drunk. I'm not kidding. I had PTSD from military service, and I was an atheist and a drunk.
Wow.
And in 1999, I got stopped by the local police and spent 8 hours in a drunk tank and decided that probably wasn't the appropriate career for the executive of an acquired company in Silicon Valley. And so I stopped drinking. And to make that story short, I went from drunk atheist to not drinking atheist to not drinking Buddhist to born-again Christian to licensed minister to recovery pastor.
Wow.
And so it was preaching on a Father's Day in Mill Valley that this really attractive lady, who was a flight attendant, and we'd become friends, had a moment of inspiration and said to me, would I like to be her husband? The way she phrased it was, did I think this relationship could be more than that? Now, as far as I was concerned, she was one of my sheep. She was a member of our congregation. And you don't date the flock.
Right.
You feed them. And so I said no. And she looked at me and she said, that's fine. And we carried on walking. We'd gone down to Tennessee Valley and we were enjoying the walk. And it was as if the scales fell off my eyes and I looked down and I saw this beautiful woman. And I just said no to an invitation to have a more serious relationship with her. And so I remembered my late father. He was always good. He used to say he was able to walk forwards, both feet forwards, but he had the best back shuffle in the industry. And so I thought, how do I get my foot out of this one? And I turned to her and I said, can I answer that question again? And completely unfazed, she turned to me and said, yes. And to keep it short, we got married 10 days later.
Wow.
Now, I don't recommend that. 20 years later, she has almost straightened out this not drinking PTSD mad scientist techie. But we have a wonderful relationship, and it's sad that I'm not with her on this Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine, Mary.
Yeah.
She is bird watching at some park in South County. And
okay.
I'm here talking to you. What happened was I was needing an airport. I love flying, and I was working at Festus Airport as a volunteer when it came to my attention that it was closing.
Right.
And during the time, I'd met David Bailey, who has a 1948 Navion, and I've spent many tens of hours watching him polish it with great love as we talk about spiritual matters. We're both Christians in a recovery program. And when the airport closed, he moved to Bismarck. He needed a hangar. And so I followed him. So every few weeks, months, I would drive out to Bismarck Airport, where I'd be with him in the hangar, and we'd carry on our conversations. Until one day, Justin Kitchell, who was then the airport manager, said to me that his son wanted to move away from flying into muscle cars. Would I be interested in taking on the lease? And so I said, yes, my nonprofit needs a place to become domiciled. I met Mayor Seth Radford. I mean, what an interesting gentleman, what a real gentleman.
Right, yeah.
And he said to me, if you would like to set up here, I'll make you an offer that you can't refuse. And that was a year ago, and here we are. Operation Savannah is based at Bismarck. And just recently, we're moving our company headquarters for our software company to Bismarck.
Wow.
And we'll be announcing that next Friday at the Mayor's Roundtable.
So what is Operation Savannah?
Operation Savannah is a 501c3, and it has 3 divisions. The one is called Recovery in Christ, which is a 12-step recovery program for veterans who have done something too terrible to talk about. I sadly have done that and can talk personally about how you find hope in the tragedy of war, especially if civilians have been involved. The second division is called Savannah Angels, and it offers flying to young people who want to be interested in aviation, and that's what Ollie Day is about, is an aviation experience to bring people in. Tech has been my life, so I want to have an opportunity to introduce tech to people. And then the third, which is the saddest, is called Stephanie Smiles. And Stephanie Smiles is a legacy to my late daughter who died of cancer. And she had a wonderful smile. And what we did is we created a ministry to mine silver. we recover the silver out of people's mouths in partnership with dentists.
Okay.
We then send it to Milwaukee, to Veolia, where the mercury is boiled out of what's called dental sludge or dental amalgam. And we then send the tailings to a company called Elemental in Dallas, where it's smelted and then refined into pure silver. And one of the things we'll be announcing at Ollie Day is that we will be the first airport to allow you to comply with the Missouri Constitutional Money Act and pay for fuel using physical silver, physical gold, digital silver, or good old money.
Wow. We accept all. Wow.
I have an unusual life.
Yeah, I would say, wow, that's amazing. Now, I remember Ollie Day last year. This was kind of based off of something that happened in Bismarck in the golly, give me the history, because everything, I heard about this, I believe, a year ago from Mayor Radford.
It's a little political, poetic license.
Okay.
So what actually happened was Elm Farm Dairies in 1930, 18th of February 1930, wanted to do a promotion for milk. And they came up with the idea of loading this poor cow, a Jersey cow called Ollie, into an old Trilander. And they would milk it aloft, and then they would drop the bottles of milk down on little parachutes as it flew from Elm Farm. We haven't found out exactly where it flew from yet, to St. Louis. And so 3 years ago, Brad, who is the operator and owner of the antique store in Bismarck, came across a photograph of Ollie in front of the Trilander and said, we need to celebrate this, and Bismarck will adopt it. We decided we're the closest airport. He decided that that's the closest airport to Elm Farm, so it could be Bismarck Airport. And he went to the mayor and said, let's have an event on Main Street. And so I've got a photograph of Mayor Seth and Brad outside his antique jewelry 3 years ago, which would be the first Ollie Day.
Wow.
So last year when Operation Savannah showed up, we were just new. We had only been there for about a month. We did a partnership with the Chamber of Commerce and had Ollie Day. And of course, we had that polar burst. And so it was cold and snowy, and we managed to get the runway open literally that morning. And Paul Karasek from Skywatch Aviation, God bless him, he showed up in his Cessna, and somehow we tossed about 100 cows out of the window, and they parachuted down. There's still some in the trees to the far end of the runway.
Now let's point out these are not fully grown.
These are little fluffy cows. They're worth about $10 each. They are just absolutely darling to keep. I still have people asking me for the cows. And each cow is sponsored. And so at the top, you've got Brad Basler from Crystal Coin and Jewelry, and he's sponsoring a 1-ounce silver coin. And there'll be 6 of them, and they're worth, nearly $100 each now.
Wow.
And then at the bottom end, you've got Lady Queen, the dairy burger place, and they'll be inviting anybody to come in and get a free ice cream.
Great. So would any of these cows be wearing stickers that say, eat more chicken?
We could, that's a really good idea.
Get a partnership going there.
I think I'm going to do that. No, each of them will have a tag.
Okay.
So we had a bit of chaos because we were trying to put what you got with your cow on the cow, and it was all changing. So this year, each cow gets a little tag with a number.
Okay.
And that way, at the last minute, I can decide which prize, which sponsored belongs with which cow.
Okay.
The other thing, and I ask you for this, if parents are coming, please can you come either for the morning cow drop or the afternoon cow drop, and you have to register. We need to maintain safety. The FAA got somewhat annoyed with me last year because we had people running around on the pavement on the runways. So this year it's going to be much more controlled. The kids will be in groups of 20. They'll be marshaled. They won't be allowed to go onto the taxiway. They'll just be escorted onto the apron. And then the gyros, we're actually going to use the gyros to drop them. They fly more slowly. They're more predictable. They'll be 200 feet just to the east side of the runway. And I'll be in the back of one of them, and a friend of mine will be back in the other. And we've had a couple of practice goes where we can wrap the cows and actually throw them down so they clear the wheels. And then they open up and they parachute down. And Jacob, who's the airport manager, has already demonstrated it is possible if you run fast enough down the runway to actually catch one.
Oh.
How many people are you hoping will show up for this?
I don't know. We've got 240 cows, 120 in the morning, 120 in the afternoon. We had about 400 people last year. If the weather's good and the radio and the announcement and the buzz that's kicking up, we could have 800 to 1,200 people.
Wow.
And it's going to be fun. We'll have David's Navion's going to be on display. The medics are thinking about trying to bring their helicopters in. Guys, if you're listening, please, can you move forwards with that? We've got the gyros, and these are the Italian gyroplanes. They have, and going to be announcing that they will be placing their school or operating their flying school out of Bismarck Airport.
Oh, wow.
And so 2 of them will be there, and their pilots will be there. There's going to be a raffle, a free student flight from Paul and Skywatch. The gyros are offering to take people for rides to create awareness of these new aeroplanes. They are actually pushed through the air by a Rotax engine at the back. And the propeller at the top, it's a rotor, it's actually a spinning wing. They're incredibly safe. They're not a helicopter. There's no power to the rotor except on takeoff. And so it's a lot of fun.
How does somebody get more information about Ollie Day?
The best way is to go to the Bismarck Airport Facebook page. I do want to give a word to 2 people who've been really, a number of people. First of all, Prairie Farms. Mike has been involved with sponsoring this from the get-go. They are one of the lead sponsors, and will be having chocolate milk and milk available for the kids. And then the other is another Mike from ZRM, and he is the owner and creator of Bismarck Coffee. But then you've got ZRM Dumpsters, ZRM Excavation, ZRM Properties, and I believe they're going to have a balloon arch outside the coffee shop.
Nice.
And they'll be offering vouchers, discounts for hot chocolate and coffee. And so he's been fantastic, and I'll go as far down the list as you'd like me to go, but I really wanted to get a word in for them. And then also Brad Brown. I know he's a humble man, and he doesn't like a lot of accolades, so I'm going to give it to him. Ollie Day wouldn't exist if it weren't for his passion to collect the memorabilia of the history of Bismarck. And seeing me in October, November, 18 months ago, wanting to come and decide whether our nonprofit could locate there, and saying, here, let me show you this cow and this photograph, and let's put it all together, and the collaborating with the Chamber of Commerce and wanting to bring people to see the new and revised Bismarck, because it is a growing city, and it's been a long period where that wasn't the case.
And it's a week from today.
It's a week from today.
Saturday, February 21st at the Bismarck Airport. And again, do you have a morning session, an afternoon session? What time do those begin?
So the morning drop is at 12 o'clock. So we're opening at 11, and we'll be dropping the cows at 12, 20 every 15 minutes, so it'll take about an hour and a half. And then we're having a break. There'll be some food trucks, or people can go into Main Street and get some victuals there. I think the Episcopal Church have actually got their free food day happening that time, so it'd be nice to have them supported. And then the second drop starts at 2:30.
Okay.
And carries on till 4 when we'll close up, and that's weather permitting. But I have said to people, the only thing I know about Bismarck weather is you don't know.
Very accurate.
And it's a fascinating occupation to be a weather forecaster, because it seems the one thing you can do is get it wrong constantly, and everybody watches you.
Yeah, if you're right 30% of the time, you're a genius.
Right.
So we're not going to let that worry us. Mayor Seth declared the first Saturday after February the 18th to be a city holiday. And so Ollie Day is the first Saturday after February the 18th, come hell or high water, come snow, rain, or sunshine. And so we'll be there. We'll be having a cow hunt.
Yeah.
We've got cow fishing, or we'll have a cow drop, but there will be 240 cows given away with the sponsors, and we're going to have a fun day. Doesn't matter what the weather does.
And totally free event, right?
It's totally free. It's paid for by Operation Savannah and the sponsors, and its purpose is to be the day to show this larger community. So it's not just Bismarck, it's Park Hills, Deloge, Farmington, Caledonia. I'm finally learning the names of all these places.
Right, yeah.
It's taken a while. Just what tech is, because I've been in tech since I was 12, and tech has been my life, selling tech, developing tech, looking at how technology changes lives. And much as I value the farmers, believe me, I think they are amazing. I mean, you wouldn't catch me getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning to lay hay for a cow. Trust me. But I do believe there is another side of the world, which is blockchain and Python and development and AI and cell phones and mobile devices. And I would like the young people in this area to be exposed to that and do what I did, which is look up into the sky and wonder if we'd ever land on the moon. And I never actually saw the first landing. I was in South Africa. We had no television.
Wow.
First time I saw the video of Neil Armstrong landing on the moon was actually at a visit to Boeing's museum in 1997, I think it was. And I think that's what I grew up. I had my nephew come visit me at Festus Airport, and we were standing on the apron when a helicopter landed. They were doing some practice flying. And he looked at me and he said, I never knew that was so loud. And he'd seen helicopters on YouTube.
Right.
But when that wind starts buffeting you, we actually create a word called the pucker factor.
Yeah.
Believe me, when you're sitting in the back of a gyro and that thing goes and you start moving, you experience the pucker factor. Because you're about to be 50 feet in the air doing 100 miles an hour, and I liken it to being on a Harley Davidson, except with no cars and no roads, and you go where you like. Wow. It is such fun. Those open gyros are just to die for fun. Wow. And of course, they're changing aviation. They run on MoGas, so we're selling MoGas, not avgas, ethanol free. We'll be announcing the Bismarck Fuel Club, or the H57 Fuel Club, and you'll be able to sign up, get a wallet.
Wow.
And you'll be able to convert your quarters, if they pre-1964, according to Brad, into digital silver. And you can use that as currency to pay for your fuel.
I have to go through all my old change coin cans and see what I got there.
This is awesome. Thank you so much, Alex.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for letting me speak on your podcast, your program, communicate with the community. I think rural America is where it's all going to happen. I'm sorry. I love the cities. I grew up in a city, Johannesburg, London, San Francisco. And now I'm in training. Jay, I said I would do this. I'm in training to become a hillbilly.
Hey, you're doing well so far.
And Jay has said that there is no hope.
Oh, I disagree.
So thanks, Jay from Shy's Feet. I'm going to have a sign, hillbilly in training, and underneath it's going to say, no hope here.
I love it.
Third annual Ollie Day happening February 21st at the Bismarck Airport. You have a Facebook page to find out more information?
Yes, just search Bismarck Airport on Facebook and it'll find it. It's an open page like all of them. There is an interview I did with Froggy. I hope we'll be able to put some of this on there for people to listen to it so it goes through the details. But all you really need to do is type Bismarck Airport into Google Maps and show up.
There you go.
11 o'clock next Saturday. It's free. There'll be planes flying. There'll be people there. There'll be fun. And you can catch a cow in the pond if you want to have a try at catching a cow.
Awesome. We definitely have to have you back again. This has been an interesting interview.
Thank
and
you
I have a bunch of AI questions and software questions. So It'll be really entertaining. Great to meet you. Thanks so much.
You want to get involved in AI? We might want to talk about that offline before you decide about that.
No doubt. Alex Bischoff joining us. The third annual Ollie Day happening February 21st, next Saturday at the Bismarck Airport. More coming up next on the Parkland Podcast. It is 9:38 and 49 degrees. Good morning.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
At First State Community Bank, our why is simple: to bring a positive impact to every community we serve. We're your neighbors and partners in building a stronger hometown. We work side by side with our community to help local businesses grow and families succeed. Our team takes the time to understand what matters to you, combining personal services with the latest technology so you can bank your way. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at fscb.com.
Parkland Pharmacy is out to prove that local independent pharmacy is alive and well. We work hard at giving you an excellent experience every time you come to see us. We love what we do, and we would love to take care of you. There's no need to be frustrated with your health care. If you're tired of what your pharmacy is not doing for you, then stop waiting in line and come see us today. We have 6 locations across Southeast Missouri, so Google us to find the store nearest you or visit parklandrx.com. Parkland Pharmacy is a local pharmacy at its finest.
Farmington, Missouri, your destination for a perfect weekend getaway. Dine in at one of our quality restaurants or visit one of our surrounding wineries. Farmington offers a variety of parks and other recreational leisure time activities. See some sights, have some fun, and go wherever your heart takes you. Sounds like a lot of fun, so get a room and stay a while. All this and more awaits you just 60 miles south of St. Louis. Discover Farmington today.
Why do so many people like working at the Southeast Missouri Mental Health Center?
The pay is awesome. What we do for our clients is awesome. The coworkers that we have, the staff, everybody is just, they're all welcoming.
I feel very supported. It's a great network of people that we have working here. We really work together, I think, to try to improve the lives of those that we serve.
The insurance is phenomenal. The cost is minimal. They're good to us, and the benefits are so great, you can't beat it.
Apply today.
Hi, welcome to Subway. What can I get for you today?
Hey, want to interrupt the making of that Subway sandwich with some delicious birthdays, the birthday segment of the Parkland Podcast. Do you have no birthdays today? No Valentine's babies?
No Valentine's babies, baby.
Oh, well, I have 3, and one of them, Vicki Weibel, Vicki, longtime politician in St. Francis. Was she the circuit clerk? Is that right? I know she was the person who...
one of those.
Yeah, she was not the county clerk. That was always Mark Hedrick. But Vicki Weibel, happy birthday, Vicki. I hope you and Dwayne do something really fun today. I hope you get to see the grandkids and hang out with your own kids and enjoy a nice steak dinner or something tonight.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Vicki. Sarah Miller with a birthday today. And Andy Strickland, a Deloge legend, with a birthday today. Happy birthday, Andy. What about tomorrow, Sunday, February 15th?
All you.
Well, I got a big anniversary. 51 years ago,
hey.
Al and Evelyn Lowry got married at Marvin Chapel United Methodist Church in outside of Bonne Terre. And I always say, and my grandpa, Dan Rediker, was very frugal. Very cheap. And I thoroughly believe he saw that date on the calendar and thought, man, I bet those flowers will be a lot cheaper the day after Valentine's Day. No, it's just how the calendar fell. Happy anniversary, Mom and Dad. And I'm glad you got together 51 years ago.
Yeah, you wouldn't be here.
That's right. You have anybody else Sunday, birthday-wise?
I got to wait till Monday.
Okay, so I have Adam Bowers celebrating a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Adam. Michael Jensen, he's one of our Facebook followers from Denmark.
Nice.
He and his wife, Hivy, good Bonterre girl, following the Parkland podcast. Happy birthday, Mikkel. Linda Sharon with a birthday, and Jason Walker celebrating a birthday on Sunday. Happy birthday, Jason. Okay, Monday, February 16th. Lay some birthdays on me.
Monday, got us some great birthdays. Missy Tripp celebrates birthday, longtime co-worker.
Yes.
At the station with us, and she was absolutely, if not my favorite person that I worked with in our sales department, she's right up there at the top of the list.
I agree.
Missy, happy birthday to you from your husband, Jeff. Saw him just the other day delivering packages for UPS and all your kids and your mom and dad. Shauna Robinson celebrates a birthday. My standing joke with Shauna is, because she used to work at the radio station.
Yeah.
I taught her everything she knows about radio, which is why she shifted into newspaper. Happy birthday to you.
Teaching, too.
Yes, and
at BKTV for a long time.
She is awesome. Happy birthday, Shauna. Val Harrington, happy birthday to you. Valerie Schwent was her maiden name. Got to know her when she was about 8 or 9 years old. She actually won the first hula hoop contest at the St. Francis County Relay for Life many years ago. So happy birthday to you. And Miranda Spangler celebrates a birthday. Miranda used to be the FFA instructor at Farmington High School back in the day, and now she's living out west, got married, moved out to the western side of the state. Happy birthday, Miranda.
Happy birthday on Monday to Candy Easter. Candy, longtime employee with U.S. Bank. I had a science teacher that always liked to say people's names backwards. He would have had a blast with Easter candy. But Candy Easter celebrating a birthday Monday. Happy birthday from Chad and your son and your daughter. And Chuck Dice, one of our podcast partners, he does the Barn Radio Show periodically with our friend Chad and Tippy and Ben Leftridge. Chuck Dice, very, very funny man, and celebrating a birthday on Monday. Happy birthday, Chuck. Tuesday, February 17th.
Carla Miranda celebrates a birthday. I have known Carla for over 30 years, and despite that time frame, she still looks like she's 30 years old. So, Carla, happy birthday to you. I hope you are doing great. And Denise Huck Fadler, happy birthday to you. I got to know Denise as part of the extreme hike for cystic fibrosis that I was a part of for several years. So happy birthday to you, Denise. Hope you're doing fantastic.
Michaela Brotherton celebrating a birthday on Tuesday, junior at Farmington High School. Happy birthday, Michaela. Randy Raley.
The
Randy Raley, former KC DJ. He's no longer on the air at 93.1.
He's running for office somewhere.
Yeah,
Illinois,
he's running for state representative in southern Illinois. So I guess he can't be on the air anymore. He's got the Louis rule.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, conflict of interest. So Randy, happy birthday to you. Hope it's a great day, and I hope you're enjoying your campaign. And Doug Brewster, the original member of the Brew Crew, North County High School football graduate of 1993. Happy birthday, Doug. Hope you have a great day. What about Wednesday, February 18th?
Happy birthday to Ryan Reinheimer, a guy we both got to work with, the Reinhammer man.
Reinhammer.
Happy birthday to you. Pretty good sports play-by-play
Absolutely.
guy.
He and I went down to the baseball winter meetings one year to apply for Major League Baseball jobs. I don't know how you guys both let us take off the same time. He was sports director at KJF. I was sports director at K98. And we went down to New Orleans, and neither one of us got a job.
That's all right.
But Ryan's great.
Ryan also makes you a good drink. He works at a, pub in Festus, and I can't remember the name of it. Maybe it's Main and Mill Brewing.
Okay.
But anyway, happy birthday to you, Ryan. Happy birthday to Eva Jane Sims. I volunteer on Tuesdays helping serve meals at the Senior Center, and Eva helps to volunteer that same day, and we got to be pretty good buddies. So happy birthday to you, Miss Eva. And Valerie McCoy celebrates a birthday. I always say she's the real McCoy.
Yeah.
So happy birthday to you, Miss Valerie. I hope you have a fantastic day.
Happy birthday to Jim Frago.
No, we're on Wednesday.
Oh, wait, we're on Wednesday? Oh, man.
Yes.
Okay, people always ask me, sorry, thank you, Mark, who's my favorite former student? And I would have to say that it's Miss Madeline Jones.
All right.
Because she works for KFVS 12 in Cape Girardeau and is a news producer and does an outstanding job. And she was in my very first year, a senior from Potosi at the Unitech Career Center, and ended up finishing, I think, third in state that year with radio broadcasting, and then has made it into TV. So, Maddie Jones, happy birthday to you. Hope things are going great at Channel 12. Okay, now Thursday, February 19th.
You don't want to wish Jeremy a happy birthday?
Oh, yeah, Jeremy Nager with sorry,
Man.
Jeremy. I know, right? Jeremy Nager with a birthday on Wednesday. Happy birthday, Jeremy. Okay, now Thursday, February 19th. I guess I'm just super excited about Jim Frago.
Well, Jim Frago's a good guy. Also, happy birthday, though, to my great niece,
She's
Elle
great.
Darst. All my
Yay.
nieces and nephews are great, but she literally is my great niece, Elle Darst, celebrating a birthday. She is over in Italy.
Oh, boy.
Studying abroad, so I hope you are having a great time.
Check out the Olympics while you're there.
Yes, indeed. She's probably more interested in the cuisine and the culture.
Nothing wrong with that either.
Yeah, happy birthday to you.
Awesome.
Happy birthday to Sean Kavanaugh. Sean actually worked as a school teacher in Farmington, and actually before Farmington was in the old Kaufman School for a bunch of years, and I've known her for a long time. So I think she's living down in like Georgia,
Okay.
or someplace like that now. But Sean, happy birthday to you from all your friends back here in Farmington.
Jim Frago, the creator
Hey,
of the
Jim
band
Frago, yes.
Frago. With a birthday on Thursday. Happy birthday, Jim. Lynn Fingers with a birthday on Thursday as well. Happy birthday, Lynn. And Tracy Rimshart celebrating a birthday, too. Happy birthday, Tracy. And then we wrap up the week on Friday, February 20th.
Happy birthday, Kelly Cummings, the pride and joy of U.S. Bank. Happy birthday to you. She gets involved in the Farmington Chamber a lot and a bunch of other great activities. Her and Laura McLean walk every morning. They're just lean, mean walking machines. Happy birthday to you, Kelly. Happy birthday to Micah Hopkins. Happy birthday to you. That is Missy Tripp's sister, by the way.
Okay.
So they almost share a birthday.
Wow.
Happy birthday to you. And Sue Brown, happy birthday to you, young lady. I hope you're doing great.
Terry Leach, a man they affectionately call Old Melonhead, with a birthday
Nice.
on Friday. Happy birthday, Terry. Michaela McFarland celebrating a birthday on Friday as well. Happy birthday, Michaela. Donnie Young with a birthday on Friday. And David Goldsmith of your favorite band, Medallion.
Yeah, they're
with
very
a
good.
birthday. And he's celebrating a birthday on Friday.
Quick bonus shout out for Saturday. Frequent guest of the podcast, an all around good guy. Saturday, a week from today, Kent Sissom. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah, Kent Sissom with a birthday on next Saturday. So those are your birthdays, courtesy of the Parkland podcast. Music. Let's talk about some music now. Do you have a song of the week? Or I got mine queued up. You want me to go first while
Go ahead, 'cause
you dig on yours? This is the last song I heard this morning, but I heard a Waylon Jennings song when I pulled up, and I was like, I go so many different ways. But I've always enjoyed the song. I've always been crazy.
Because it's kept you from going insane.
It kept me from going insane. And that was really at the pinnacle of the outlaw country movement with Waylon and Willie and me, you know. But a great song. I've always been crazy. Some of the lyrics include, I wasn't just doing a little drugs. Oh, wait, no, this is a quote. Never mind. I wasn't just doing a little drugs. I was doing them constantly. I'd do them until I collapsed. Then I'd get up and start doing them again. I was killing myself. I definitely hit rock bottom. I would never sleep. I'd stay up 6-7 days or nights at a time, and I wouldn't go home. My health was bad. I had dizzy spells where I could hardly drive. I had cars strewed all over this town because I'd get somewhere, and I'd have to leave them, and somebody'd have to take me home. So Waylon Jennings talking about a rough time in his life whenever he wrote that tune.
Yeah, but that album that it was on had some other great songs. If you scroll down just a little bit, other singles on that one was his version of I Walk the Line with Johnny Cash. And Don't You Think This Outlaw Bit's Done Gone Out of Hand, which I think is a really, really good song. And he also did a Buddy Holly medley on that album as well. But the song I chose is from Creedence Clearwater Revival. Not one of their bigger hits, but it's one of my all-time favorite songs from them. It's called Someday Never
Oh,
Comes.
that's a great tune.
It is a great, great tune. It's from their album Mardi Gras, and it was one of the last singles, if not the last single, before the band broke up. And I was listening to it on the way over here today, and such a meaningful song. Check it out if you'd like. And along those lines, since we're talking Creedence, we might as well use them as our band.
Okay.
5 songs from Creedence Clearwater Revival that make you go, wow. And there are so many to choose from. Fortunate Son is probably one a lot of people think about. A lot of people think about the song Rollin' on the River, and they think of Ike and Tina Turner, but the original version was, of course, done by Creedence Clearwater Revival. I could go on and on and on with Creedence Clearwater songs. They're definitely one of my favorite bands of all time. And if you ever get a chance, go pick up an album called Wrote a Song for Everyone. It's a complete duet album with John Fogerty, with a whole bunch of different people, ranging from Miranda Lambert to, what's the guy's name from Nirvana, the drummer?
Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Just a whole lot of people he did duets with.
I'm trying to think of Who Will Stop the Rain. Always a great CCR song. Traveling Band, that was always a fun one to kind of get up and yell.
That is a fun little tune. Like I said, if my brother Tom listens to this, he's a bigger John Fogerty fan than I am. And the neat thing about John Fogerty is he's at least 80 years old, still recording music.
Still rocking it.
Still sounds great.
Oh, man. I saw him in concert, and then this was probably about 20 years ago now, and just fantastic. Trying to think of some other cool tunes. Run Through the Jungle. Up Around the Bend.
Born on the Bayou.
Oh, you just go on and on and on. Heard It Through the Grapevine, their version of the great Marvin Gaye song.
Looking Out My Back Door.
I mean, just on and on and on. Have you ever seen the rain? Creedence Clearwater Revival, and a band I think everybody likes. I've never ran into anybody that goes, oh, CCR, they suck.
They are American music personified.
There you go. So CCR, your band of the day. Who do we have coming in next week, Mark?
We have your guys from Deloge coming in.
Oh, that's right. It's going to be a Deloge sit-down with Mayor Pete Pasternak.
And Keith Probst.
And Keith Probst, alderman. And they're going to go over the details of Proposition U, which will be voted on by the voters in the city of Deloge coming up on the municipal election in April. And, of course, we'll have our election night coverage that night from the election central on Weber Road. It's going to be different because I know we talked about in news, we're going from 22 precincts to 6 precincts. Mm-hmm. So you think we'll get the returns faster? I bet we do.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out. We'll have Kevin Engler on with us between now and Election Day, and he'll probably have updated information on that as well.
All right. Anybody else scheduled for next Saturday?
Not this time, but we've got some feelers out there.
Okay. So there you go. That's what's happening next Saturday on the Parkland podcast. Have a great Valentine's Day. Do something nice for your sweetie, and we will see you